What's good, YouTube? This is TCG Sam here, and I'm here with, introduce yourself.
I'm James.
And what did you just do?
Got top 16 at the YCS.
Alright, let's see what you were playing.
I guess I was playing Labrynth with like a 2-card Unchained engine, so 3 Ariana, 1 Ariane. You play this because in the Unchained package, you kind of want this to make bodies because, you know, her herself is 1 body. Draw 1 card, you can summon a body, and then her pitch effect, you can like send a normal trap from your hand or the field to make another body. It's like, you know, it gives you 3 bodies to link climb. And then for the rest of the furniture package, you just go for like 3 chandelier, like the full engine, because you want to see your engine. Like, I feel like a lot of the games when I lose, it's because I didn't see engine. I only like saw other stuff, and you just lose.
Fair enough.
And then finally, 2 lady, 1 lovely, pretty standard stuff. For the 2-card Unchained package, it's just 1 Shivara, 1 escape.
So how did you like this package for you this weekend?
I mean, the idea of this package is 1, like you can make an Unchained board, and then 2, if you get Ash on your big welcome and you had 2 bodies, you could like go into the Unchained line and then still have like a board instead of just dying straight to Ash. That's kind of the idea of having this package. If you draw both of them together, it really sucks. I think the 2 rounds that I lost, I drew both of them in like game 2, and I just very sad looking at these 2 because like they're both searchable from the deck. Like this is searchable from Yama, this is searchable from Shivara. You don't really want to draw this. Like drawing this is fine. You can use it to dodge Imperm, like normal summon Ariana, Imperm, and then you can chain this to pop the Ariana. But drawing this, like it's even worse than drawing this because you can pitch this with the furniture. If you pitch this with the furniture, it's really hard to get it back unless you can somehow summon this. So yeah, this is like the 1 brick in the deck that you don't want to draw. Yeah. Extra Labrynth engine cards, the field spell, 3 welcome, 3 big welcome. Like I said, I just want to see engine, so I maxed it out. Maybe you could cut 1, I don't know, never tried it. I just had it at all 3, worked out for me. 3 extravagance for consistency. And then for the non-engine, 3 Imperm, frick, 3 Ash, and 3 Niv. Pretty standard stuff. Didn't run draw because a lot of times I feel like I resolve draw, I still lose, and it's a -1. This you can pitch with the furniture, so like in my games against Rika, I could activate Niv, chain furniture, and then you tribute their whole board and you don't give them the token because it's gone off the off the furniture. Ashes is good. Imperm. It's Imperm. It's a normal trap. It can kind of trigger off Lady. It's just it. And then final 2 cards in the deck. Taco Crusader. Honestly, never came into play. The idea is like my hand trap. Since I'm not rolling troll, I kind of want like other interruptions, maybe with the furniture. There's 2 more cards that like the 2 shufflers in the side deck that are like this. So the idea is if you go against Cash, they summon something and then you can pitch this as like a Cook Effect Book of Moon. Or like against Purely, if they don't have the field spell, when they rank up, you can pitch this and then you'll pitch this and then when they make the like middle Noor, it will get booked. But it never really came up. It's often like the first card that I side up because I faced like 0 cashiers, and this card is really bad against all the fusion decks, and so yeah, but if your locals has a meta, you can try it out.
And that was 40 cards in the main?
Yeah, that's 40, I think. For the extra deck, I have 3 Yama. Most of the time you only make 1. You have the 2nd and 3rd because I'm running extravagance. I don't want them to be gone.
And I guess like your extra deck doesn't really matter aside from like the Unchained stuff most of the time?
It's like,
or
if I'm trying to go into the Unchained stuff, I will like, 1 copy of each at least, but otherwise it's whatever. Draw 2 is OP. So this is the most important one. I won 3 and then 2 Rage. 2, same reason, because extravagance, you only make 1, you never make the second one. 2 Anguish, this one is another Anguish that I returned, and 2 Abomination. So there's like a OTK line that Unchained players probably know that you can go from link 3 to link 4, use Shavara to pop a card, and then use this to pop another card, use Yama to reborn a card, and then go for the OTK. They're all at 2 because, extravagance. And then 2 Chaos Angel, same idea, extravagance. For the one-offs, Muckraker, never summon her. Unicorn, summon it maybe once because you can make this off of Rage. Dark, actually summon this more times. I think I summoned this against Striker to take their Ray, summoned against in the Labrynth to take their Lovely, and then summon this in against the Dragon Link to take their Mag, and then use their Mag search to search stuff in my side deck. And then finally Underworld Goddess, use this to out Noir once. So yeah.
I mean, I still work. I'm just for my cousin.
For the side deck, three Bestials because they're just great in matchups that are great with it. 2 Shufflers, same idea with Taco Crusader. This came up once when I was against Chimera. They attempted to have back with Chimera Fusion, Furniture, pitch this, and then shuffle back 3 of their resources, and then they have no resource fallback, and you kind of just outgrind them. 2 Phantasme. I put in this card because in my previous regional I played against so many Rescues, and I hate that deck. But for this deck, a lot of the times I try to set Furnitures at their turn, so I didn't want to put in Evilies. So this was the idea, and then it's maybe good against Unchained and all the other Link decks. Never really tested it, so it's at 2. Never really saw it, so who knows how it is. And then these cards, these side deck cards, are great against light dark decks, graveyard decks, Link decks. I don't really have much going second cards against Cash and to some extent Purely, so big Rikaras. Also 8 Underworld, so it did what it did. Finally, just final good cards, Harpies, good going second, Call By. It's because I didn't know what to put in. Never Call By an Ash, so whatever. And then 3 viruses. The 2 viruses and D-Barrier. Honestly, never really used them, but since you're playing a lab.
Alright, so we're just going to show a quick combo of what the Unchained cards can do in this deck.
Or, for this specific combo, I'll try to be utilizing this, because, most of the standard Labrynth decks don't really run it for a good reason. But, in this deck, it can help you get bodies. So, you start with Kuklok and Stovey. Well, obviously, this is just assuming no interruptions. If there's interruptions, adjust on the fly. But for the basic stuff, you have these 2, and then that's just the pitch targets since you're starting with 5 cards in your hand. So you activate Kuklok, and then activate Stovey for pitch, set Big Welcome, and then Kuklok effect to Reborn. Activate Big Welcome, effect to summon Ariane, and then bounce this back to your hand. And then Chainlink 1 to draw a card, and then optionally summon a Fiend from your hand. Chainlink 2 Stovey to Reborn. So, if this was Chandelier, you would add this back to your hand, and then when you draw from Ariane, you would just summon this out. And if you already had Ariana, you can summon this from Ariana because it's kind of free. So, assume none of that happens, you summon this. You draw, let's say, a random blank, and then standby main. You can use this to pitch the random normal trap, and then special summon Ariana effect to search. This goes into Lady. Then you can link. Link into Yama effect searches Shavara. And then you haven't used your normal summon or set yet because this was summoned from Big Welcome, so you can set your clock or summon it, doesn't matter. Activate Shavara, pop the clock, summon itself. And then link off into Slow Rage. effect, set back the escape of the Unchained. So during the end phase, in case they nib you, you summon this in the end phase and summon this out. So as a follow-up, if you actually end on this board and have no respect for nib and ash or anything, you could use escape to pop soul and whatever they have, and then this is popped. Pop whatever card they have. Use Yama to reborn soul. Use where is it? Use Soul Rage to bring back Ariana, and then obviously trigger your Ariane, your other furniture. If you have a welcome, you can add it back as well. And then because you're adding back this from the Soul Rage and you're triggering this, 1, 2, and then whatever, this will be added back first, and then you draw a blank, and then you can summon this off. You can search off this. You get your engine rolling, you're probably winning.
All right, yeah, that seems like a really great combo, and seems like the Unchained cards add a lot to this deck. Before we end off, do you have any shoutouts you want to give?
I'm not shouting out this person, but shoutouts to the Waterloo community, UW Club, the Waterloo locals, and everyone else that came to here. Especially shoutouts to TCG Sam, of course.
Oh, thank you,
this video, and all the kind persons that lended me cards. Otherwise, I would not be able to play this deck. So yeah, that's the shoutouts.
All right, so congrats once again, and see you guys in the next one.